So everybody knows how difficult it is to play against Nymburk. It's a quarter-final game for us. We must be ready for the beginning. Concentration, energy, and intensity for the first minute. For me, is a key for the game, to control the tempo and to be ready defensively and offensively.
Now that you believe in your players, from what have you seen the practices so far after the Super Cup in Greece? Which is the level of your satisfaction for this so important game?
Listen, the period after the Super Cup, it was short for us. We didn't have many practices, but I believe we must be ready. We are ready for this type of game. We have experience, we are hungry, and we believe in our team.
What about the adjustments of the leading players, Tyrese Rice and Athens?
For Rice, it's more easy for him because till now he made a practice with us last month. For Atkins, it's most difficult because he makes some practice, 1-2 practice before the Super Cup. It's not the same, but I hope both of them, they give us what we want.
Final question, which do you think will be the main key for the game, for the team that will eventually take the victory and proceed to the next phase?
Concentration and intensity. This is the key. Thank you very much.
Can never predict what will happen. We just know that the only thing we can promise that we will try to play, not only try, we will play hard and try to make the best out of it. Obviously, AEK have a lot of talent, high-level players, well coached, a lot of experience, a lot of titles on their backs and their shoulders. So it's a good experience for us, and we will see.
How prepared are you if we take into account the whole strange situation around us and the season?
Obviously, it's pretty unique. You know, you need to get a pick just before the season starts, and it's like reminding me EuroLeague qualifications back in the days. So we try to make the best out of the situation to improve ourselves the best we can. But in the end of the day, this is the first high-level game that we face in the preseason. So we will have to be in our best shape in order to have a chance to win the game.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Athens. This is the Basketball Champions League Final 8. It's quarterfinals, the second day of the quarterfinals, and we're starting off with Aero Basketball Nymburk and AEK. AEK having won this title before, and of course these teams know each other well, having faced each other in the Basketball Champions League in the past on 4 occasions, with AEK winning on 3 of those occasions. AEK winning the title on this very floor in year 2. It could not have been a more dramatic year, because it was on the way to that title that they won by just 1 point in a decisive second encounter against this Nymburk team in the playoffs to stay alive. Now, already yesterday, we saw Burgos and JDA Dijon beat Hapoel Jerusalem and Turk Telekom respectively to advance. They will face each other in tomorrow's semifinals. And tonight, the winner of these 2 games will go up against each other as well. An all-Spanish affair coming up after this one between Zaragoza and the inaugural season's first champions, Iberostar Tenerife. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined once again by Mark Clark. And Mark, we've had the privilege, the joy, the whatever you want to call it, the ability to watch 4 seasons of the Basketball Champions League. And these 2 clubs have really kind of made an imprint on this competition in different ways. And Nymburk, you could argue, was really in the form of its life last season when the coronavirus pandemic came along and stopped them and stopped basketball. But they still have high hopes of coming out and making some noise. But as you look at this Ike lineup, Mark, it is a team loaded with star power.
I'm so looking forward to seeing how this team gels, Jeff. It's, you know, Ike, AEK, VET, the vet team, from Nikos Zaisis to Tyrese Rice. The list is absolutely endless of just talent, players with experience, and they've got so much depth. But that comes with the test then of getting that team to play as a unit. But one of the most efficient teams offensively, it's not about the players, it's the system. And Coach Papatheodorou has a way of getting his teams to share the basketball. It's very Greek, it's very technical. For a purist, it's just a joy to watch. But against the Nymburk roster that we're going to get a look at in the moment, that you've got to feel a little sorry for, because they were, beyond a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, the full team of the regular season. They've lost a couple of people, they've recruited pretty well. But that veteran lineup for Ike, if you had to put a favorite tag on anybody coming in here, especially playing at home, Ike would fill that favorite spot. But this Nymburk roster done a great job in recruitment-wise. The addition of Luka Rupnik, already 2 years of Basketball Champions League experience, the Slovenian. Omar Pruitt from Bandırma in Turkey, again bringing considerable offensive talent. And to supplement Çek Aluban, who had the season of his life. You can't have a breakout season at 29-30, but if this thing, alongside the whole of Czech basketball, the last 2 years have just been phenomenal. Their World Cup performance was great. And then you get the situation where Nymburk come into the Basketball Champions League and look literally one of their best teams. Offensively, defensively, they just are efficient. They have a joy in the way they play. Czech basketball's on the up, and nothing would really underline that more than Nymburk coming up with a huge win on the floor here in Athens against the current champions of Greece.
Well, couldn't have said it any better myself. Ruban, you have to say, again, you have to underline how good, how effective he was last season. He has made the Star 5, meaning he's one of the top 5 players in the Basketball Champions League for the 2019-2020 season. And it's also worth noting that Orhan Amiel, the coach of the Nymburk team, was named the coach of the year. So it really is a club that, at least in that sense, has received some recognition for what they've been able to do. But they don't want to stop there. They want to come here, and they really want to stir things up. Coach Orhan Amiel, his team has already played 4 games in the Czech League. They've won all 4. This Ike team has played in the Greek Super Cup. Their regular season does not start for another week. Ike lost both of their Super Cup games, but their coach Papatheodorou expects them to be ready for this one. The stakes are high. I mean, this is a European trophy, and there's nothing like coming out and winning a European trophy to kickstart a season. They're usually played at the end of the season, but in this case, because of the coronavirus pandemic, it's being played at the start. And with the importance of it, as you look at Zaisis there, the longtime Greece international to the left, this Ike team was able to secure the services for this Final 8 by bringing in former BCL MVP, Basketball Champions League MVP, Tyrese Rice there on the right. And there's no more exciting player.
With a lot of players who need the basketball, it's hard then for a team to get that rhythm when everybody wants the ball. If they share it, they win. If Nymburk can establish that style of game that saw them be the best team in the regular season, I'll take them for the upset. And if you take yesterday of anything to go by, regardless whether it's 4 games in the Czech League or 4 games in the ACB, there's nothing like competitive games. As we get a look at the Ike starting lineup, and well, where do you start? You know, Gikis and Christopoulos, Keith Langford, for me, one of the best players over the last few years in European competition. Jankovic on the inside, he's got a job, but Morea gives this team something. Well, Nymburk are going to be happy shooting 45 and 57% from the three-point line. Who wouldn't be shooting 57% from the three-point line? I do like the way they move the ball. They're one of those teams that will always make the extra pass. And if you're making the extra pass, as we said, right at the top of the game for Pruitt and normally for Rupnik. And hey, what a great start by Jarrett Harding, straight off the bench, knocked down a three, put it on the floor and got to the basket. So they are creating closeout opportunities where they have advantage. It's typical Nürnberg basketball. The pleasing thing for their fans is, yep, they've had some personnel changes. Yep, it's early in the season, but they look like they've picked up where they left off. So that's really pleasing for them. For Ike, I think they're feeling the way into this, and I still think they're not sure of what their best units are, and that's gonna come as the season develops, because they have a quality lineup. They just have to find the quality lineup to get the job done today.
So Amiel feels the momentum, feels the game kind of getting away. Let's listen in.
We are over dribbling the ball. Okay, on flow, use more swing option. Swing it, go other side, and we go in the flow. They force us to play like they want. They play physical, they stop the tempo of the up and down, and also they stop the tempo in the half-court offense, because we are not getting...
The advantage for Ike clearly reflected in the points from the bench. They've got 19 points from the bench compared to just 5 for Nürnberg.
And those 5 are all Harding's points, I think. Shot the 3 ball well. They led the game. When their percentage dropped from the 3-point line, Ike take over. And I think that's, again, obvious things to say. But if they can move the ball within whatever they're running and create those open looks, they make shots. Ruban needs more touches at the ball. That's a given, I think. In terms of that first half, you know, he's only had, Ruban's only taken, I think, 6 shots. And they've got to find a way. I'm not sure if that's Ike defense stopping him getting touches, or that's in fact just Ruban not being able to get himself going. He's 3 from 6 from the floor, and they really do and did depend on him last year. So again, he will get more touches if they share the ball and spend a little bit more time with it. But I don't know. I think that the coach of the year, Coach Amiel, he's had a look at all his defensive options. He'll make his decisions, because I think he thinks he can get to 80 points. I think he thinks he can stay in that type of game. So he's got to find a way to slow down the efficiency of Ike. I think the zone press with a matchup zone, we'll see more of it in the second half.
9 points, perfect at the line. You know, he had that kind of acrobatic shot go in after getting the contact with Benda. He just does it all when he's got the ball in his hands. He is pure magic, just like he was in his MVP season last season. And the top scorer for Nürnberg, well, Ruban, who needs more touches. Even so, he's still got 9 points and doing a little bit of everything for Nürnberg.
Well, Rice has only played the 7 minutes, and Ruban's been out there like twice that time, over 14.5 minutes. And he is going to see major minutes for Nürnberg, obviously. But that, you know, if he's been out there 14 minutes, and the way that they normally play, he normally gets to see the ball a lot more. He's a good passer too. And
yeah, he's got 3 assists.
Yeah, and he just more touches.
The big question mark is, how do the newcomers fit in? And we could talk about that in a minute.
Running with a rebound, and now don't pass the spot. The push out in. Oh, baby! It is a high-flying show from the team from Germany. They're throwing everything up. They're putting on a show.
Chance to run here for Andrew Amar. They push, great push, nice pass, super finish, and Yilmaz gets the 2.
Hurt them if they come back and score, but Holston makes something of a mistake. Gets the steal, Julian takes it in, big hit, and the finish from Axel Julian.
Have it knocked away, picking the pocket pick. Oh, a block! Spiked that one against the backboard. It's on the floor. Oh! Attacked the closeout and just threw it hard.
It's a Toronto 3. And there for the follow, put back dunk, it's Kyle Wiltjer. Flying in, unchecked. You see Shabazz was doing only good to box out foul, but nobody permitted Kyle Wiltjer. Right behind the back. Oh, big time three. Kendrick Gray. And a Dio three abajo. Kendrick Gray.
Go back inside. Holland knocks it away. Chance for building the run. Gives it up. Wayno in transition. Oh! Spike didn't take that. Jerusalem trying to break open the game here.
Dijon with Holston. Oh, what a play! Gildersleeve. And has the ball knocked away. A good play by Tascarine. It's going to be an easy one. It's going to be Nick Johnson! A Whirlybird special. Nice 360 from Nick Johnson. Look at this. You don't get many chances to have a 360.
Well, we're at halftime, folks, and as Ike lead 44-39, we're recognizing some of the players that made the star five for the season, the star lineup. That's one of them, Keith Langford for Ike, and now Wojciech Ruban making the star lineup for Nymburk. So congratulations to them. And also Oren Amiel, the coach of the year, the coach of the season. And he'll be hoping to use some of his nous, make some of those calls that'll help his team come back from a 5-point deficit at halftime and win this game. But it's really interesting when you think, you talk about that we're playing this season, well, in the 2019-2020 season, but both teams bring in new players, and how have the newcomers fit in? Well, I think certainly Harding has been good for Nymburk, very influential, and even more influential has been Tyrese Rice, who's been Ike's leading scorer of the game. And both of those players actually have done well to put the ball in the basket, but you just always feel like
the Ike team is talented. He's a great player. Langford is a great scorer, so that's his dilemma. That's why I think we might see a little bit of, if they can squeeze a little bit of time out of the game with the zone press, back to the zone, if they can really rebound a little bit better, then I think that Nymburk have a way of staying in it, and they have some game winners themselves. And as well as Ruban, I think we continually talked in that first half about the quality that was being put out there on the floor by Hayden, the way that he was playing, and it's just. I just love this Nymburk team because, player for player, this isn't a ball game. I could win this game if it was on paper. As I've said this before, fortunately we're playing it on wood. So I think it's going to come down to, do they get enough of return out of the zone?
Didn't control it.
Yep.
Turned it over, and since that point, really, Ike has just started to move from strength to strength.
Come on, man. And I'm telling you just before it happened. Take Omar. We play man. We play man to man.
Turnovers not helping basketball.
No.
Nymburk.
Turnovers, missed free throws, missed box outs. None of those things are about talent, really. It's, Ike doing 19 points off those turnovers as well. Their efficiency is absolutely unquestioned.
And that was Harding on the previous trip down the floor.
This is going to be an interesting timeout, Jeff. I mean, it'd be interesting to see how Coach deals with this one, because he had this game pretty much under control, and they've just been sloppy.
Marcus.
Well, they've put up some quick threes.
They try to switching. Okay.
Down under 30%. It's the fact of taking 10 more shots from the floor is the important thing. They've got more shots. They've done a good job on the glass. And when you've got that, you know, let's not be too harsh on Luka Rupnik, but when you've got that lack of depth, Rupnik, everybody needed to come to play. And 0 for 6 from the field for Rupnik is not really making the contribution that Nymburk would have expected a man, you know, a player of his quality to have contributed today. Everyone else has chipped in, but Rupnik just hasn't happened for him. He's been searching for offense, and it hasn't quite come. Still plenty of time. Still, get back.
We can chill, relax.
As you've watched this, Mark,
Guys, just listen.
well, let's listen to Coach Papa Theodorou.
No easy 3-point shot. No easy 3-point shot, and not goal foul. That means in every early pick and roll, we play switching defense. And on early pick and roll, even transition.
Imagine they're going to face a couple of very good teams the rest of the way. Take over those stats, Mark.
Well, the big stat for me is not on that sheet. I mean, the 64% is great. 25 assists for Ike. A team that's got one-on-one talent shared the ball, and their ability to find the open shooter was really impressive, and their rebound stats. You know, I love the fact that they've found a way to rebound better, whether that be Morea or Yankovic, but they are a better rebounding team. Langford and Rice between them, 30 points, third of it. You know, that's a nice sort of split, and they've got a coach who just gets the right people on the floor. That's a tremendous.
Keith, congratulations for this big win. They say that if you want to aim in a long ride, the first step is the most important one.
That's right.
Did you do the first step?
We did, and have to give a lot of credit to the second unit. We came out a little tight, nervous. Myself, I was in a hurry, playing too fast. Second group came in, led by Jesus and Tyrese, and got the game under control for us, and we were able to be calm after that.
It was a great win. How difficult it is to manage your mental status facing another one very, very big game tomorrow?
Well, I think, you know, tomorrow we'll probably be in more of a rhythm. Style of play will help, definitely. Playing a Spanish team in the next round, whoever wins. But the important thing was Nymburk was a difficult team. The style, the shooters, the movement. So this was a very difficult game. And so next game, I think will be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more in flow.
Do you have any favorite for your opponent tomorrow?
Nah, I mean, I'm just, like Al Davis said, just win, baby. That's it.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. You did great in the first half, but then the third quarter was tough for you. What happened?
We just get out of rhythm. Ike played solid defense, didn't let us play our system, and we just couldn't score. That's it. I think our defense was not bad today, but we were totally out of rhythm in offense and couldn't prepare our shots.
Was the defense of Ike who didn't permit you to open the floor and to have some easy points on the fast break?
Yeah, but we didn't run enough today, and half court wasn't working for us. So we got pushed into too many one-on-ones and isolation situation, which is not our game, and that's shown in the end.
You had a lot of chances to guard Keith Langford. How difficult it is for anyone, for any player, to guard a player like Langford?
It's very hard, you know. That's why he's top scorer of pretty much every league he ever played in. So you just have to stay in front, contest, and hope he's gonna miss some.
Thank you very much. Congratulations for your performance.
Thank you.
I think